we came up with a bunch of other names because Ethan came over to Brighton in December and you were here for New Year's. Irrelevant of the podcast, we were like, this is a good chance to come up with some names. And it was me, you, and Evelyn sitting at dinner, and for an hour, you and I just... we'd made the paint leave the building, basically.
I feel like Evelyn was like a referee at a tennis match, just looking back and forth, as we just said the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah, and after like 5 minutes, she realized it was going nowhere, and then pulled out her phone and was like, "I'm gonna do something else. You guys just do what you want."
It literally was like, that's not an exaggeration at all. It was just you and I for over an hour just saying words back and forth, and eventually it got to the point where we were just like, lamp head.
Yeah, Windowsill was one, which is a really cool name. Windowsill is like a really good like ska band name, I think.
Yeah, but good for a podcast.
No. What were some of the other ones? We came up with a couple. They went in different directions. One of them was the Wet Pussy Project,
which I think was the best one.
But it feels like we're skewing our demographic a little bit.
There was that. There was, I think it was like What the Podcast,
yeah,
or like
What the Podcast,
all about podcasts, or something like that,
or like Everything Full of Podcasts, or some stupid shit like that. Oh, we should have called it like Live Laugh Podcast.
Oh, god damn. Yeah, if you guys have any good podcast recommendations, it's not too late to change the branding.
It's the first episode. You know? I was still like, Brain Leak? Oh, we should have called it Brain Dead. And I was like, there's probably a Brain Dead podcast out there already.
We should have called it I Wanna Be Dead podcast.
Yeah, then we put it into like an AI. And we were like, what are good podcast names? And it kept coming out with stupid shit like Two Dumb Bitches.
I think my favorite one was the Jim Brogan Experiment.
It's satire. It's parody.
That's so good.